Terry, obviously, you needed to stop the short losing streak tonight. Can you talk about Syndergaard, not only what he did, but getting through that seventh inning to give your bullpen just a little bit of a break tonight?
Yeah, well, he's really good. He's going to be really good. He's going to stay really good. He brings a lot of things to the table. When you run your guy out there, you just say, look, I've got to ride this guy for a while. And got to the sixth inning, and Dan and I decided we'd let him go 105 tops, and sure enough, he goes out and shuts it down in the seventh inning, which gets us to the back end of that bullpen, which is where we wanted to get to and give those other guys a night off. But Noah's he's a special guy. I mean, he knows when he's got to rise up. I go back a couple years ago when Hart was in his streak, there was a time where he went out there and our bullpen was tired, and he said, "I'll get you to the eighth," and did, and that's what Noah's got to do.
Yeah, who's next? Yeah, Kenny.
Terry, I would summarize Jay Bruce's first week back, and then Conforto's first start of the season.
Yeah, well, Jay's really been swinging good. And, Kenny, I'll tell you, I told you the major league players, they have an ego, they have pride, and this guy told me in spring training, he said, "Listen, I am the guy you traded for." He said, I had the worst month of my career in New York. I understand that, but I'm a run producer, and he's showing that right now. He's swinging the bat very well, seeing the ball right or left-handed. Doesn't matter who's throwing, and you just got to applaud Michael Conforto, a young guy put in a tough role. He doesn't get a lot of playing time, and yet, I said before the game tonight, those kind of guys are hungry, and Michael wants to stay here. He wants to be in this lineup, and I just had an idea that tonight he was going to do something, and that was a big hit for him.
Yeah, Tony.
Terry, I have to ask, does Conforto's night give you any pause as you fill out tomorrow's lineup card?
No.
Why not? Just because of the situation you have?
Tony, any night somebody hits a homer doesn't mean they're going to be in the lineup every day. And yeah, but the biggest question is, who are we taking out? We knew coming into the season that we had a good outfield, very good. We are a home run hitting team. He's part of that. We're going to a ballpark where balls fly. I might pitch him. That way I can hit him ninth. Who knows what I'm going to do tomorrow. But right now I'm probably going to go back to the outfield we've had. And again, when you're not an everyday player, I just think it's important to get four bats here and there to keep you sharp. And you never know, tomorrow I can walk him up there maybe with the game on the line, and at least he's more comfortable getting in the batter's box. But I'm sorry, Jay. I'm done.
Who's next? Yeah, Brian.
Terry, the third inning, the two caught stealings there, is that kind of the reason you want Rene in there every few days?
Yes, it is. I tell you, when D took off at third base, Noah's time at the plate was pretty good too. He wasn't 1-7, because if you're 1-7 with him, you're not going to ever throw him out. And Noah gave Rene a chance to make a play, and certainly that's why he catches. Because I just think they mesh very good together, and teams are going to be a little more hesitant to run now that Noah's speeded things up.
Yeah, Ronnie. Right. And, yeah, Dan.
Going to Salas again, you've used him a lot early on here. Is that something you have to keep an eye on, or not?
Yes.
How much of an eye do you have to keep on him?
Well, we're going to keep a real sharp eye on him. I'm very, very aware. We've used him a lot. He's pitched very, very good. The one thing that Dan and I talked about, he's the one guy here who didn't get a lot of work in spring training. So I just thought, to be honest, to get him out of the season, get him started, and get him in some games right away would make him, it should help him out. And so we're going to get him out there now. Is he going to be available tomorrow? Maybe not. I can't worry about tomorrow. I had to win tonight. So tomorrow I'll worry about putting somebody else out there, and we'll see what happens.
Any last ones? Abby? Yeah.
Going back to Conforto a little bit, you've talked about how you like how he's handled the situation. What do you like about his demeanor and I guess kind of the patience that he's showed in this role?
He's not frustrated. He doesn't show it. He's got a smile on his face. He comes every day, takes fly balls in right field, center field, left field during batting practice. He applies himself. He does his routine, his daily routine, as if he's in the lineup every day. I like that. I like that attitude. He's aware that he's the future. We're aware of he's the future. We are certainly concerned that he's not going to get the at-bats that you'd like him to have. But I just think he's a big piece of this team. People, you don't realize when you're sitting there on the bench and you look in that other dugout and there's somebody you have to worry about. You better have somebody ready for this one guy if he gets up there. And Michael Conforto happens to be one of those guys on our team. So even though he's not getting a lot of at-bats, he brings something to the table for us.